Alright, legends, welcome along to a new episode. Now, from time to time, we get rejected in all shapes and forms, and if you haven't yet, hold tight, it's going to happen soon. It's just an inevitable part of life. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about overcoming rejection, and I'm going to give you 5 powerful strategies for success. The first tip is to embrace your emotions. It's normal to feel hurt, disappointed, or even angry after facing rejection. Allow yourself to experience these emotions, but try not to dwell on them for too long. Number 2 is to maintain perspective. Remember that rejection is often subjective and does not define your worth. Keep in mind that many successful people have faced rejection on their path to achievement. Number 3 is to learn from the experience. Use rejection as an opportunity for growth. Analyse the situation to identify areas for improvement and consider how you can approach similar situations differently in the future. Number 4, and an old favourite of mine, is to seek support. Surround yourself with friends, family, or mentors who can provide encouragement or perspective. Talking about your experience with others can help you gain new insights and feel less alone. Number 5 is to stay resilient. Developing resilience is essential for overcoming rejection. Keep a positive mindset, stay focused on your goals, and persist in pursuing new opportunities. Number 6 is to reframe rejection. Instead of seeing rejection as a failure, reframe it as a redirection. Use it as a chance to explore new paths and opportunities that you may not have considered before. And number 7 is to take care of yourself. Rejection can be draining, so make sure you take care of your physical and your mental well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy and help you to recharge. Remember that dealing with rejection, it's a part of life, and how you respond to it can greatly influence your future success. So there you are, guys. There is some tips on how to handle rejection, and there's quite a few of them in there that, like, I'm a divorcee. I got married young. Me and my wife split up, and I took that whole situation to, do all this, reframe rejection, all that sort of stuff, but staying resilient came from that, and taking care of myself came from that as well. Whenever you get through a big rejection, something along the lines of a divorce, you really do start to look at yourself and think, ugh. So the first time I got myself into incredible shape was like a year and a half to 2 years after the separation and divorce, and like I really put a lot of time into my strength and just getting myself into better shape. So rejection sucks. There's no doubt about it. It's one of the worst feelings ever, but those tips are going to help you out. The person that you're going to become after a rejection, you get rejected from something and you think to yourself, like, this is it, this is the end of the world, this is over and done with, what the heck's the point, all this sort of stuff. Whenever you're in the moment, whenever you get out of that and start moving forward, you'll be surprised at the person that you're going to become after a rejection. So don't let it define you, and just get up, take some of this stuff on board. All of it would be nice, but just get yourself back on track and just get better at dealing with it. The example I give you there of the divorce is an extreme one, but there's all types of rejections, and the more you deal with it, the more you're going to get prepared for it. So don't be scared of rejection either. It's not a bad thing. People can spend. I had a friend once that wasted the better part of 10 years on a crush that he did not have the nerve to follow through on. A few years down the line, after he had finally settled down, got himself a wife, and starting the family, house, all that sort of stuff, I actually ran into the girl that he had the crush on for the 10-year period, and I asked her, and I was like, I had a friend once that was really, really interested in you, and like he wanted to ask you out, but he just never bothered or never did it. And I'm like, what would the deal have been if I had asked you out? And she knew of him, and she's like, he's a nice person, but he's not my type. I wouldn't have said yes to even going on a date with him. Is it good enough for hanging out as friends and whatnot, but that's as far as it goes. Now, if that guy had have had the nerve to take that rejection, there's 10 years down the toilet, and a crush, like a mad crush in that level, a rejection of that size can be devastating. But when you get your friend pulled out of that hole and get him on his feet again, he could have saved himself 10 years of not wondering what was going to happen. But it is what it is. Anyway, that's going to do it for this here episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, share it along, help me grow this channel. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you soon with a few more shorts and my current attempt at getting myself back into shape, because I have let that slip again.